and we have a bus that will take you to that school. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, while you try to do CP, AP, you thinking you're better than, and then that's that whole teacher mindset. I'm better because I have this and you don't. In actuality, you know, they went into school for maybe 6 to 18 months, got their shit, and
quicker, cheaper,
you know, and now you need what they can provide. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
While you struggling to get out of the $15,000 to $25,000 salary range, you know what I mean? It's just a game, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's real worth, because when it comes to, like, whether you call it financial empowerment, financial literacy, knowing, you know, credit, just studying about credit, you know, things that you actually do need to know or should know once you start becoming a certain age, that's never taught in school.
Right. Well, I mean,
why don't they teach that in school?
I can tell you that the American educational model was actually adopted from I want to say Germany. It was somewhere in Europe, and the whole part of it was basically to socialize people to be controlled. Period. You know what I'm saying? Henry Ford was even quoted as saying, "I care not to have thinkers, I want workers." So, yeah, this whole thing, it's a hustle. I'll be the first one to tell people. Even someone myself, someone who does have a degree and is currently in school, I always tell people college is not for everybody. If you go to college, you need to have a plan. You need to, okay, what am I gonna do when I'm here and when I get out? And I know people, I don't want to shit on anybody's dreams or aspirations, but I think you have to be realistic. Like, okay, you got your degree in basket weaving. Maybe that's your passion, but how are you going to translate that into, you know, functioning in this economy and having something? You know, because at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. This all boils down to money and being able to sustain your lifestyle that you want to have for yourself. And you don't necessarily, there is no one way to go about it. Because like I said, I got a friend, he's a plumber, and he's eating. He's doing very well for himself. And I remember he was saying, yeah, man, I'm over here. He used to always joke about how I'm over here working at, I think he was at UC Berkeley, doing the plumbing for the school. And he was like, they looking at me like I'm just this little plumbing dude, but I'm probably going to make more. I'm making more money than they'll make with their PhD. You know, because I know a lot of broke people with PhDs. You know what I'm saying? So I respect everybody's path. I just think you need to have a plan. You know, and I would even argue, if you're not trying to be a doctor, a teacher, or a lawyer, you just get certified in something else. You'll spend less money and you'll get the certification quicker. You know, and I always say, I think the best thing about college for me was the networking. You know, like I got a lot of friends that I went to Georgia State with that moved to other places, and I know, like, if in passing, if I see them or I might need a favor, I look out for them, they look out for me. So I would say the whole networking. Like, even I think somebody had told me, they said when you graduate from Harvard, they'll give you like this whole book with basically a directory of people who have different positions and do different things. So yeah, so I'm thinking at the end of the day, I think college is just about your network. You know, because like you said, I know people who, as soon as they got their refund check, never came back to class. So I think everything you're saying is legit. You know. Yeah. Anything else you want to expound on, or before we in closing?
Yeah, Readily Building Genius is out now. You can go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Go on my IG, the link in the bio. For sure.
You know. Are you on streaming sites, or is it still just Bandcamp?
It's still
Bandcamp?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll just engage with me, social media, and you'll get all the latest updates on what I got going on. You know. Yeah, I'm a fan of these versus battles, and I like what's going on.
Okay.
I like the competition. I like the energy. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for COVID, we wouldn't have got verses. And a lot of these battles and a lot of things we seeing. I know I was just showing you the Busta Rhymes.
Right.
I love shit like that. Talk that shit. I like niggas being competitive. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Very little people actually like to compete, you know. As when I first started learning and building as an MC, you know, battling and getting in the cypher, that was like a regular thing. You know, I'm still like open to battles, challenges, whatever the shit. But yeah, man, you know, COVID had brought a lot of blessings my way as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. COVID ain't been all bad, and I think the space we are now is exposing the real from what's not real. Man. And what you gonna do with it?
I think somebody said America is being exposed as a bad bitch with a Gucci bag and living in a Section 8 house or something like that. Like we're being really exposed for what we are. But yeah, man, it's glad to have you here. It's always a pleasure. Your information, I'm gonna put it in the description box. Yeah, signing out from the Dogon. Peace and love. Each one teach one.